EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. For the returner, Trey Tucker going to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. This to Jacobs on the toss right. Trucks over him. A strong running. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Raiders at 10-2 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
You talk about this Bengals defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground. I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down and 4. Burrow will throw. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Tyree Wilson able to record his 5th sack of the season. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Trey Hendrickson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he inside the 40. A 46-yard punt. Take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And this is caught. It's Brown. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone from Bengal TD. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 3. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Gray. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's Burrow. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals 1st down as he's down at the 17-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Burrow changing the look. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're
You don't
down.
want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Taken in at the 22. Dances by him. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Gray. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Here's Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's 17-7. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now Burrow on first down. And the Raiders have got it. Tyree Wilson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2nd and 6. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Here we go.
Chase, the motion man right. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
11.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
21 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught inside the 5. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just...
Touchdown! Marquise Brown from 3 yards out. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Gray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Come on. Why don't you throw it to him? Make him think about returning the football.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Some strong running at the 20. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now. Okay, get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Tackle by Ashton Davis up from the secondary. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Inside handoff to Mixon. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 54 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 9. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. $14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, They were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 157 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game